What's good, YouTube? This is I Make Beats. Yeah, decided to do a live. Lifted Noise and I was talking. So, without further ado, let me bring my boy on. My man Lifted Noise.
What's good? I make beats.
So yeah, man, I'm excited to be hanging with my boy Lifted Noise. It's always an honor. So we got a short discussion. Lifted Noise reached out to me, and he was, he's been taking piano lessons from me. So scales has been a big topic for us, and I think he's doing an excellent job. He's learning how to play scales, play all the scales on the keyboard. And I believe one of his subscribers that reached out to him. I'm gonna let Lifted Noise kind of talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. One of my subscribers, someone hit me in a comment when we did the collaboration video that we did, where we flipped the same sample, and then I went on and I talked about a little bit how you were showing me how to play scales and how that actually helped me for the very first time figure out what scale my sample was in.
Right.
And I figured out that it was in the key of A. But someone had hit me up. I was actually looking for the comment here so I could, name them by name, but I'm getting used to this tablet here that's brand new to me.
That's all good. It out.
But yeah, anyways, that's what it was. And he wanted me to, I guess make a video on that, and pretty much told him, you know what, it's really early on for me. I'm just figuring it out, so give me some time. But I thought it'd be a good idea if if I Make Beats came on with me, or I came on with him here on his channel, and he could better explain those things, and I could kind of redirect the people with those questions to you and your channel. So
no worries, man. That sounds good. It's always good to collaborate. So what I did was I loaded up a few samples. Let me go ahead and start this timer, man. We've been talking and I didn't start it right away, so I'm gonna put 25 on the counter. Yeah, we've been on for 3 minutes already. So yeah, the timer's going. Actually, there we go. All right, timer's going. We on the clock, people. So we're not going to be long before you, but we just want to, to reach out and explain some basic things that are actually really big. They're really important. So the light bulb has basically come on for Lifted Noise as far as playing melodies or samples or whatnot, and then being able to really vibe out with what you're hearing. And that really boils down to your scales. If you don't know your scales, how can you know what key the song is in so that you're playing within the register of that melody? So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a couple of samples. Here we go. So we're gonna play sample number 1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you here on the keyboard while the sample is playing, basically how I find out what key the melody of the sample is in, because you really can't vibe out with it until you find the key. So I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. So here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna stop that. Did you hear that resonation there? I was hitting different notes on the piano, but one tone resonated. Listen again. So now, because I was just hitting random keys, but I had to find notes that were in the key that I was hearing. So now let's play it again, and I'm going to play the scale with the melody, with the sample melody. So basically what I just determined is that it's in the key of A flat major, or no. That's not what we're doing here. That was my significant other. I told her I was doing a live and she just bust in on it, but hopefully she doesn't call back. But anyway, going back to what we were saying, by me hitting random keys, because a scale consists of really 7 notes. The 8th note or the last note is the first note in the scale. So all I did was, please stop, honey, please. So hold on one second. This is ridiculous. Okay, 1 second, you guys. It's a financial issue. Yeah. Okay. In alive. Oh my gosh. Sorry about this. Sorry about this. Good Lord Jesus. She's at the store and I gotta send her some money. Yeah. Stop it. All right, here we go. Let me get this out the way real quick. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna send 5. All right, done. Go. Gone. All right, done. All right, I said done. Stop texting. Good Lord Jesus. All right, so anything you want to add before I continue, Mr. Noise?
No, I'm just listening.
All right, so again, basically, by me, the smarter way to do it is if you know scales, just play a scale. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again, even though I already determined what key the sample's in. For beginners, okay. if you don't know how to manipulate like I just did, what you would do is you would just play a scale. Go ahead.
So you're saying if you do know scales, play scales. So before you even showed me the whole formula for learning scales, that's how I would do it. I would just go up and down the keyboard and find a tone that sounds proper because I do everything by ear until I find a combination, and then that's how I'd come up with my melodies.
The easier way to do it would be like this. For instance, I'm gonna play the melody and I'm gonna play a C major scale. No, doesn't work, right? So let's play another scale, a D major scale. No. Let's play another scale, G. That note, yes, but so again, like I was saying, every major key has a relative minor key. Okay, so I did say that it's an A flat major, but it doesn't end on the tonic or the first note isn't the A flat. The first note is F. That's why I kept hitting that note. So it's actually in the relative minor of A flat. So A flat major, relative minor is F minor. Good Lord, stop it. So anyway, and that's a little bit more theory, but just to know that I can play an A flat major scale but notice it doesn't resolve there. But if I start on the F, it resolves on the F. I'm still playing the A flat major scale, but I'm just starting on the F. Just like when we were talking Lift the Noise, the key of C, its relative minor is A minor. So even though you're playing on A, you're still playing all the notes in the C major scale. You're just starting on A. So that's all I did. Instead of starting on the A flat, I started on the F, playing the same notes that is in the A flat major scale, but I started on the F and I ended on the F. And that's basically how you relate the relative minor to a major scale. But real simple, play scales. That's really the easiest formula I could tell you. You keep playing scales until you play the right scale. Eventually, you're going to play the right scale. As you're playing the sample or the melody or whatever, you just play a scale. That scale didn't work. Play the next scale. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on.
Process of elimination there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, as you do it, the more you do it, the quicker you'll be able to diagnose it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were paying attention how quickly I came to the scale that the song is in, but we'll do it again. We'll do it on another sample. Let's try this other sample. All right, so check this one out. I'll let it play for a minute. All right. Now let me ask this: is your piano, is it functional or no? Oh, what? All right. So now let's put the study to the test here. You know what I mean? I want you to just mess around and play some scales and see if you can come up with it. And if not, again, I know you're still a beginner. So yeah, pull up sleeves up, dog. Just go ahead and see what you can do, man. Here we go.
Okay.
Uh-oh. It was close.
I still need practice.
It's all good, but this is good. Uh-oh. There it is. Got what? Get it, cuz, get it. That's it. That was it. That's
Something
it,
like
man.
that.
That's it. That's it. So let's see if I can vibe with you. Yeah, so it works, right?
So, key of A major then, right?
Almost.
Was that one? Almost? Oh, what about it? No, B.
No, actually. Yeah, you're actually right. Let's see. Yep, you're right, Mr. Noise. It is in the key of A major. Yep. Absolutely.
Good. Luckily, that's when I practiced. So.
Oh, it's all good though. But
yeah.
The main thing is that because you've been practicing scales, you were able to play a scale and determine, oh, that's it. That's the key I'm in. And then once you know what key you're in, then you know what chords you can play. And that really sums it up. That really does. You did an excellent job, by the way. Thanks, man. You must have a pretty good teacher, man. My baby just chimed in. Hi, baby. Hi. Yep.
Hey there, man. I miss Speaks.
Yeah,
what's up, Miss High Megbeats?
She's taking a holiday today, so it's me and little man. It's daddy daycare over here, so she's hanging out with her friend and doing the one day at the hotel by herself and chilling. So whatever. We all can't do that, you know what I mean? Only us elite can do this stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you see where I'm at. I'm at the house, so. But no, man, it's all good. Thank you, babe, for chiming in. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, I let you know I have to commend you, man. You did a great job, man. Just isolating the key, and and like I said, the scales are. I was actually commenting today on YouTube. I did a comment on someone's YouTube channel, and I was basically saying just that. I was saying this is why scales are so important, because I was listening to the beat and the melody that the person was trying to conjure up, and everything just was kind of. It was clashing. There was no harmony whatsoever in the melody. And I was just kind of reiterating, hey, keep working at it. But this is why scales are so important, because you want your sound to, to harmonize. You want it to sound great,
Yeah.
So
This is awesome because this is the step, and is once you learn the scales and then figure out the chords, then
absolutely.
you're making music.
You are. That's it. You said it right there. You're making music, and a lot of people they skip over this process. And again, there's nothing wrong with sampling beats. Absolutely nothing. I sample beats. You sample beats. Matrix Keys, Ghetto Styles. We all sample music, but we're not limited to just the sample. Someone else's creation, someone
Sure.
else's melodic idea of music in harmony. We can play along and
Hmm.
vibe with their melody and create something new because we understand the basics of music, which it all starts with the scale. It always starts with the scale. So I encourage all beat makers, everybody out there on YouTube that's, inspiring to be a musician or whatever. You got your
Hmm.
equipment. Don't just rely on the sample, take the time,
Right.
learn, invest in your craft. That's a good word. Invest in your craft and learn the basic foundation of music, and you'll see that it opens up a huge door and your music will evolve and it will sound so much better. So yeah, man, I'm excited about that for
Yeah.
you, Lifted
That
Noise.
definitely. And I was stubborn for the longest time. I just didn't want to learn the theory. It just seemed so mechanical. You know what I mean? So I think that's that kind of proud young mentality where you don't want to follow the rules and stuff. But it's better to know the rules and need them and not use them than be stuck
Right.
at that point where you just don't know what else to do. You hit your limitations, and and it's a
Absolutely.
good thing to understand what's going on in the sample so that you can create your own original music, and you could even treat it like that's one thing I want to do is create my own music and then make it sound like a sample, then chop it up. But then
Yeah,
I already know where it's
see,
coming from. I know how to,
exactly,
you know,
exactly.
so yeah.
Bruh,
So,
you said a mouthful right there, and it's funny that you hit that you brought that topic up because Major Keys and I, we talk a lot about melody and harmony and and chord
uh-huh,
progressions, and um,
yeah,
the cool thing about what you're saying and what you've already discovered is, yeah, okay, you sample a beat, you got a sample, and you're playing along with it. So the cool thing is once you vibe off of that sample, you start creating your own sound with that sample. Eventually, you'll have this full orchestrated beat. Now you can take the sample away and you
mm,
still have this really cool vibed,
yeah,
melody, and you got your own chord progression that doesn't rely on the sample. You're not just stuck
right.
with someone else's interpretation of that sound.
And that's one thing that I can see myself benefiting from this because before, when I could figure out like somewhat of a scale and play a
Mm-hmm.
melody to the sample,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know how to play chords with it. So if I took my sample away, the beat would sound incomplete. But
Absolutely.
now I can
Oh,
figure out some
say it
chords.
again. But now what?
But now I'm at the
Yeah.
beginning of being able to play some chords. So if I wanted
Nice.
to take the sample out, my beat would still sound complete. But it is the beginning stage. But definitely
Yeah.
learn yourself some theory,
Yes,
and
sir.
you'll be able to
Absolutely.
take it to the next level. Don't limit yourself.
That's
You know.
it, man. You said it right there. That's it. Having that incomplete sound where you got a really nice sound, but it's totally dependent on
Mhm.
the sample. And when you get to the point where, excuse me, you can remove that sample and you still have this cool vibe that's like, man, that's working even without the sample. You know what I mean? That's when you know you've arrived.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I am not the best piano player by far, by far. And every day I'm learning something new. So just know that the learning process, it
Mm.
never ends. You know what I mean? You constantly keep maturing and keep growing. And the more interaction you have with people like yourself, other inspired musicians and beat makers, the better off you are. So, they say birds of a feather flock together. So if I'm hanging with 9 broke brothers, I'm gonna be the 10th broke brother. So, but if I'm hanging with inspired people and I'm hanging with people who want to grow, and we come together like we're doing now on this live, you open you open it up, man. So I'm proud of you, man. Let the know you taking a big step, man. And I just looked at the comments. My baby was saying, "Ooh, I saw your face." I don't know. Did you see my face? Really?
I don't know. I saw the comment though, and I chuckled a little bit.
Yeah,
you were
I'm gonna
talking,
throw
so
it
I didn't
out
say
there.
anything.
Okay, my bad. We can't reveal the face yet. Not till I get 1,000 subscribers. Y'all better subscribe. Y'all want to see my face, but yeah, no, seriously though, you're doing it big.
Well, thank you, man. Hey, you're about halfway there, so you're gonna start thinking about your reveal soon and how it's all gonna go down.
I'm almost halfway there, man. Almost halfway there. Yeah, it's been a cool journey, man, and I have to say honestly that you've been a big part of that process, and I really appreciate everything you've done and supporting me and stuff, man. So I appreciate that.
Hey, but likewise, and like you were just saying about surrounding yourself with people who want to grow and build. That's important because I don't think hadn't I started putting myself out there, and then you hit me up and we've been having conversations, and now you and all these other beat makers and musicians have been talking and stuff and learning from each other.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to say that's very important too. And
it's
definitely not about comparing yourself, because that can be discouraging. Like you said, I'm not the best piano player, but let other people's ability and skills inspire you. Don't let it be like, oh, I can't do that. I'm never going to be that good. It's more about seeing that, being inspired, and comparing yourself to yesterday by doing something more today that you can do to improve yourself tomorrow. So, yeah, I know. I just always like to throw a little bit of encouragement in there. So that's all that is. And let's keep going, keep building, man. Keep growing.
And there's far better piano players than myself. But again, like I try to associate myself with people who are better than me, you know what I mean? And that have reached a level that I want to achieve, you know what I mean? And that's you in many aspects. I aspire to get my channel up and to continue to collab. And that's really what makes Flip That Sample Tuesday so awesome, because it puts you in that environment where you're surrounded by like-minded people. You know what I mean? Everybody's got the goal to achieve, and we all love making music. But how much better is it if we come together? You know what I mean? And Flip That Sample Tuesday is a great example of that. And I just love the environment. We all talk offline, and it's just amazing, man. So I'm looking forward to what the future has, man. It's awesome.
Right, but yeah, man, and that's cool because everyone has their own skills that they're a little bit more accelerated at some point.
Absolutely.
Like you said, you're looking up to me because of, I don't know, I guess YouTube, and you want to get to a certain level. But you're a heck of a lot better piano player than I am, so I'm learning from you. So it all kind of fits together,
and it does. And Matrix Keys is a lot better piano player than me. So you know what I mean? It's a stair step, and as I'm reaching up, you reach up, and I reach back, and pull you up where I'm at, and I keep going up to the next person's level, and we just keep pulling each other up, man. That's what real community and true community is all about, man. And you don't see too many YouTubers really doing that, so it's great to see that we started some kind of new thing, where we're constantly encouraging one another. I think that's the better word. But you did a great job, man. I think I want to challenge you again because you're doing good. Your piano lessons is coming along there, young man. I like that. That's pretty tight. Let's see what this is.
Well, I appreciate that. My practicing hasn't been as consistent as it should be, though. So this is a challenge. Let's go.
No, you good. Let's see what we got.
I don't know.
That was too complicated. I ain't gonna do that one.
Yeah, don't do that to me.
No, not that one either. Let's try this. Let's see if I can find something. Let me see what this is. If we got 3 minutes, I'll figure. 3 minutes left on the clock.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes, bro. 3. It went by fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what this is. All right, try this one. Try this one with the noise. I'm gonna load that up. Oops. Last one out the door. What? Oh, there it goes. All right, so try this one. Here we go. Let me turn this up. Okay, you found a good note. Yep, that was resonating.
I can barely hear what's going on. It's getting all.
The music's too low.
The sound is all pixelated on me.
Let me see what we got.
Yeah, the stream is super choppy on me.
Say it again.
The stream is.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said the stream is super choppy. I can barely hear it.
Oh, that's messed up. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna see if I can find the key. Let's see what we can do here. Let's bring this out to about here.
So what key are you in?
C sharp.
C sharp.
C sharp. Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, you know what? I didn't even go there because, like we were talking about yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I just barely started practicing yet, right?
Yeah. So again, just remember this: the last 30 seconds on our clock. Remember this. Of course, you've only played so many of the scales so far. You haven't played every scale on the piano yet. But eventually, you're going to learn that sometimes it's not going to be in the whites because even though D major and E major and A major and G major and F major, they're pretty much all white keys except a few other keys, a few other notes. But eventually you're going to notice that the songs modulate up and most of them reside in the black keys where there's only one or two white keys. But that's practice. That's over time. It takes that time. The alarm is about to go off. So I appreciate hanging out with Lift the Noise today. I appreciate all those that watched. And there it is. There it is. So we're going to ride this out on this note right here. If I can get the melody back. There we go. All right, man. Appreciate y'all showing up. Lift the Noise, you're awesome, bro. I appreciate you giving the opportunity for me to hang with you today, man.
Oh, likewise.
This is I Make Beats. Lift the Noise. Peace. We out, y'all.